The bar is a scam.
But I heard that you just took the bar exam.
Yes, I did pass the bar, thank God. But no, congratulations. Wait, to me, I guess. Did you
Yeah.
take the bar also, or like?
Yeah, I took the New York bar and then waited forever to get the results and then waited forever to get admitted, but finally did all of the things.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's great because it takes so long to have them like approve you and like be like, oh yeah, you're good to go. Like here's your license or whatever.
And then you get admitted, but then you also have to get admitted to the federal courts, learned recently. So I'm like, there's always another, and then you have to have somebody who's like already at the court kind of be like a referral or recommender. At least in New York, I don't know if other states have the same kind of process, but
I hope to God there's not that in Pennsylvania,
yeah.
because I don't have any knowledge of that. If that's a thing, because like I have, I applied to Pennsylvania and DC, and I'm pending for both of them right now. What did your prep process look like for the bar?
Yeah, so I really thought that people studied for it like on the weekends or like, it was not as intense as it was. Like I looked at the module and I was like, every day we have to do stuff. I would have started earlier if I had known this. So I went to work at a firm and they covered I think Barbary. So I did Barbary.
Because I use Thames, and so like I think the Thamus is like supposed to be the ADHD friendly version of
Oh,
Mercury.
okay.
That's the way I've heard it like marketed, but like that shit didn't really prepare me for the bar. What really prepared me for the bar was UWorld, the UWorld subscription where you have to like go in and answer questions, and then have you heard of Goat Bar Prep?
Maybe I don't know. It's not ringing a bell. There was another like thing that I did where you had like a bunch of old practice exam questions that me and my friend like split to get more practice ones, but I forget what the name of it was. But what is dope bar prep?
Yeah, Goat Bar Prep is like this guy on Reddit, and
Oh,
he's really good. Like he's really good at distilling the concepts of the bar down to like a very digestible, funny, easy, accessible way. I like this guy a lot. Like obviously I'm not sponsored by him or anything. Like I don't even know the guy. I didn't even buy his course. But but I read his free stuff, and his free stuff was great and really helped me.
was there a subject that you kind of caught you off guard?
Like I didn't know shit about evidence because I didn't end up taking it in law school. So like I didn't know anything about evidence. Didn't know anything about family law either because my family law teacher at WashU was like one of the ones who like got me suspended. So I was like, oh, I can't take that class. I was like, oh, well, I can. That's out the window. Oh, well, oh well. So like yeah, family law and evidence like I didn't know shit about. Corporations really was I was blindsided by corporations. Like I took it in law school, but like we didn't learn what the bar was teaching. Like even like just basic shit like the fee tail, right? Why? Like heirs of the body. Like what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
we could be thinking about like, oh, let's stop discrimination. But no, fee tail. That's what we're learning about.
What is that? So
Yeah. Like, what subjects for you do you feel like were
evidence and like criminal law, as far as like what the right answer to the questions were, I was like, okay, pick the answer that I don't think it should be, and this is the one, the right one. Like I think they're like the police shoots somebody, and then is that person going to be held responsible for somebody else? I'm like, but he's not the one that pulled
Yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those questions, yeah.
The biggest thing I think is like a lot of this is memory, and I'm not maybe going to remember all the details, but if I have, the research tools here and can look into things, I feel like that is what you should do because things can become outdated if you're just relying on memory for everything. Like it just feels like it's not really a good test of what skills would make a good lawyer, and then the fact that you can't practice law after taking out all these loans.
Yeah, we should at least have like a provisional license, like of like 2 or 3 years for you to be able to work and take the bar. And also like the fact that it's only offered twice a year, What the fuck? Like that's like crazy. Like two
Yeah,
times
like
a year.
especially like with the multiple choice, I'm like, surely you guys can scan these and have them all graded in yeah.
And it doesn't help people. Like you would think that it, especially in areas that like are suffering from a lack of legal representation, why are you making it harder for them to access quality representation by staggering the exam so far out?
Yeah, because I'm again, memory is not my strong suit. I think there's one lawyer for every 300 Americans. So yeah, I'm
Damn.
like, okay, well, there's like it's just not possible for everybody to get legal services, but every aspect of our lives has like, a lease or employment dispute or this or that, and then it's expensive, so it just seems like it would be good to have more people out there, and it's not like the bar exam is preventing people from, shady, deceptive, billing things or practices or, malpractice. So
And the MPRE doesn't do that either. Like it's like, okay, if you answer these multiple choice questions, you're gonna be more ethical.
yeah, I'm like, and then I think they I don't know 100%, but I think it's like just because of the Watergate scandal that was like the solution or something. Like that's
Really?
how the ethics thing came about.
Like that's not a good, it's a hazing ritual. Like I could
It
have done,
is, yeah.
it's like why are we, and like I feel like there's got to be a better way to protect, like because they say like, oh, we need to protect the public. I'm like from itself, like from the we need to protect the public from people, like I just feel like people are already so immoral. Like the bar isn't the bar isn't really helping that um like I mean the attorneys that help Trump, like they are barred. I mean, not even just like Trump, but like anyone who's doing some malfeasance, like crazy shit. If anyone's doing that, like they are barred. Did it prevent them? No. And I think like I was just very shocked at the like when I first took the bar the first time, I was like I was not prepared at all.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was like, okay, well, it's not at all what I practice, so but I have to finish this thing.
Like I think that like they don't emphasize the testing as much. The way to get good at the bar is to test a lot.
Yeah, you have to learn how to take the test. It's like learning how to take the test in addition to the material.
I think it's the same thing with the LSAT probably. Like I spent so much time like learning how to do logic games as opposed to just testing. Like, the methodology is one thing, but like actually just sitting down and doing it is something completely different. That all standardized exams are kind of rooted in this eugenicist ideology in terms of like they are intended to keep certain people out with not very clear metrics on how that functions or how that looks in practice. I think that because like the bar doesn't teach you how to be a lawyer. Maybe I'm still suffering from the PTSD. Like I'm still like I'm still like kind of processing like what did I just do? Like that was awful. And like this last time that I took it where I passed the 41 states, I was like I failed that shit for sure. Like there's no fucking way I passed. There's no way in hell I passed. There's no way I did what I needed to do. But I did and by a comfortable margin. And it's like what? Like I don't know how the scoring is working. I don't, and like NCBE, the National Conference of Bar Examiners, at least for the people who accept the uniform bar examination, they're not super transparent about how they're scoring things. There's too much material for it to be adequately tested or represented. Like there's just way like the vastness of it. Yeah, I wanted to ask if you had like one last thing that you wanted to share about like the bar or like if someone who's studying for the bar right now, if you have words of wisdom for them or anything like that.
Great question. Yeah. Great question. Let me think on that. I think I think like I don't know, for 1 hour they're like, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna be crying, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's before I even started it. So I'm like, okay, I feel like that's not what I need to hear right now. So I think it's gonna be challenged, but you have overcome challenges already. You've already finished. the first 3 years of law school, so this is the final stretch. And will you pass? I think so. You just have to believe it. And if you don't, you're just gonna go and you're gonna take that exam again, and it's gonna be fine. There's not gonna be any consequence. And I think just to like go in and have not like I don't know, people are like, oh, you have to take things seriously, but I feel like you should not take things seriously. You should just have fun because I'm not saying like don't study, but like don't stress over it because I think that's going to actually be counterintuitive. If you're like, I took the practice exam and I, failed it at the midway point, and you're just gonna have to laugh like, I really wish this was a little bit higher, but I'm gonna find out what. Oh, that's the other thing, like analysis, finding like what types of things that you are doing well in, that you're not doing well in, and adjusting your strategy that way, I think is the best way. And then you can kind of just build up, I'm getting all these criminal things wrong, these civil law things wrong. Let me fix those. What am I needing to do? What questions are kind of coming up often? Adjust again, like if one way is not working, try something else. And best of luck to you. So,
I think that's great, and I would second all everything that you said. I think you're absolutely on the money, on the mark, and that's great. Like, yeah, just stick with it. If you don't pass the first time, it's okay. You can take it again. Like, don't. And yeah, at the midway point, I failed that exam too. I was like, yeah, this is it. Curtains. I should just quit now. But as you're saying, you go through the answers, you go through it, and it gets better. You get better after you realize, oh, I'm getting the same one wrong, and they're asking the same thing five different ways. Okay, that this is what they're trying to get. Okay, so it's just like a methodical process, like you're saying.
yeah. Oh, yeah. One thing I forgot to mention was the price hikes on hotels around the bar exam, but I feel like that's a whole topic for next episode.
For next episode, yeah, yeah, that was ridiculous though. Yeah, like $400 a night.
I'm like, but this hotel's like $50
Yeah,
every other day of the week. Like,
the Best Western. It's like this is a Best Western, and or like a Motel 6 or like 8 or I don't even know the numbers. It's like a low number though, and it's like what? Yeah, it just the whole price of the bar experience is so prohibitive. For why?